So you work so hard to lose all that weight, get to your weight goal, and then comes that scary part, am I going to gain the weight back? And the reality is that a lot of people do gain the weight back, especially when they have a massive weight losses. I'm on Zepbound now, and that's something that I worry about. I took Manjaro in the past, and I did gain some of the weight back, and I learned some tricks that can make your body reset its weight set point. And I'm going to break this down into 5 steps so you can maintain your weight loss. Let's start by talking about why does your body like to stay at a certain weight. It's like you gain weight with more difficulty past that point, unless you're obviously consuming a lot of calories, but it's also very difficult to lose weight below that point. So like, let's say if my set weight is 165 and I gain up to 200, I can lose that 200 up until 165. And then once I hit that 165, it's like very difficult to drop below that. Or if I drop below 165, let's say to 145, it's very easy to go back to 165. It's almost as if our bodies have like a comfortable, little weight that they like. It's pretty much a biological thing. If you gain weight after you lost weight, that's not just your willpower. That is biology. It's your body. But there are ways to change that default weight. This default weight is called the set point. And you can think about it as a thermostat. So you have your set point, and if you go below that set point, that meaning if you drop a ton of weight, your body starts burning less calories, it slows the metabolism, and it starts making you hungrier. And that's to avoid the starvation. That's just the way of your body to protect itself. And if you go above the set point, then your body will continue to burn calories at a normal rate or a little more. Maybe it will boost the metabolism a little bit, but not enough to make you drop again. So hormones and your brain like to defend that set point. Wherever that thermostat likes to stay at, whatever the default is, your brain and your hormones are fighting hard to keep it there. And before we get into the 5 steps to lower your set point, make sure to like and subscribe so you keep getting more content like this. So let's get straight into those 5 points. Number 1, you should try to lose weight slowly. What you should aim for is to lose 1% of body weight in the span of a week and 10% of body weight in the span of 4 to 6 months. So for example, if you're 200 pounds, you would lose 20 pounds in 4 to 6 months. And the second point is to maintain that weight for at least 6 months. So instead of working on losing, you should lose those 10%, then maintain it for 6 months. And that makes your hormones get used to your new weight, and it also avoids that boost in hunger, and it lets your metabolism adapt. So when I was on Manjaro, I lost 40 pounds. I was 200 pounds, then I got to 160, and I had to stop treatment because there were shortages of the doses that I needed. So I tried my best to stay on that weight, and I stayed on it on the same weight for I think a year. And then after that, I went back to my old ways and I started eating bad stuff and I wasn't really exercising. So I gained 20 pounds back. Even after those 6 months, it's a little difficult. I lost a lot of weight fast. I didn't do that first step of slow losing. I lost it all fast and then I maintained it for a year. It wasn't enough for my body. The longer you maintain, the easiest it is on your body to understand that it's safe to just stay there, that you're not starving. But also another thing that I failed at was after that year, I stopped eating healthy. So like for your body to understand that you're safe, it needs to understand that you're getting the right nutrients. So you should be eating a high protein diet, good fats and fiber, and you should cut off all those sugary and processed foods. And this is going to signal to your body that you're good, you're getting your nutrients, you don't need to keep storing fat, you don't need to slow down, we're good. And the 4th step to make sure to maintain your weight loss and lower your set point is to do strength training and keep moving. So what does that do? When you're strength training, you're building muscle. Muscle burns more calories. When you're burning more calories, you are improving your metabolism, and that makes it harder for you to actually gain weight. And the fact that the muscle burns calories while you're at rest is the best because you work for it, you build it, and it continues. The effects of the burning of the calories, the effects of the boosted metabolism continues throughout the day, continues throughout the week because it takes more calories to maintain muscle than to maintain fat. If you add some muscles to your body, that's going to help you maintain your weight loss and lower your set point. And also moving throughout the day, walking instead of driving or riding a bike, trying to stay active, trying to get those steps in, try not to stay sitting down all day long, stand up for a little bit. This all helps. Now for the fifth step, this one is the easiest one. There's no reason for you not to do it. And it's to sleep from 7 to 9 hours. This is just good across the board for your health. Sleeping from 7 to 9 hours is necessary for your body to repair, it's necessary for your muscles to repair, and it helps with cortisol levels and all sorts of other hormones that would induce that hunger when you lose weight and that would make your metabolism slower. So you need to sleep in order to regulate those hormones. If you're trying to lose weight right now, you should think about it this way. You lose, you hold for 6 months. Then you lose more, then you hold for 6 months. Then you can continue doing that until you get to your goal weight. And then you try your best to stay on that goal weight for a couple of years. Yeah, it takes a while, and this is just by design. This is how our body is built. It doesn't want to change that set point. You need to stay on that weight for 1 to 6 years. And that's going to be achieved by continuing the healthy habits that you were doing while you're losing weight. Obviously, you adjust because now you're not losing anymore. You're keeping off the weight, but you must keep that weight off for 1 to 6 years. Probably safer to stay on the 6-year end, but once you hit 6 years on the same weight, then your body is already used to it, your hormones, everything, your brain, everything understands that this is your weight now. This is good. You don't need to be fighting to go back up. And if you're having trouble losing weight, or if you're curious about GLP-1s, I made a video that tells you everything you need to know about the GLP-1s on the market, how they work, and how to get discounts. I use a GLP-1 and I think they're amazing. I'm probably going to be using them for a while. They're good to also help you stay on the weight because once you lost all the weight that you wanted to lose, you can now go to a maintenance dose. So you lower your dose, lower the intensity of the drug so that you can just remain on that weight for longer. And if you stay there for 6 years, maybe you don't take the drug for 6 years, but you wean yourself off slowly so that you can maintain that weight. And don't forget to let me know in the comments if you have a set point and if your body keeps trying to push you towards that default weight. I'm just curious to see how many people experience this, and we'll land on this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you when I learn some new stuff.